the New York Yankees dropped their series to the St. Louis Cardinals, and 2-1. They won the opener 6-3. St. Louis won 65 on Saturday and 14-7 on Sunday. And this was interesting because it broke some kind of historic futility for the Cardinals in Yankee Stadium. I believe you have more about that, right?
Yep. So the Yankees for the first time, the Cardinals defeated the Yankees for the first time at Yankee Stadium, the new stadium that has been there since 2009, the present. But because of the interleague play that's just been switching, it was really only one series in that case. So the stat sounds way more impressive than it is. However, it's still a crazy stat. The last time the St. Louis Cardinals won on the road against New York Yankees before this series, Lindsay, Bob Gibson was the pitcher. 1964 World Series Game 5. He pitched a 10-inning complete game in that pivotal World Series game back there in 1964. So it only made sense for the person to break that record was Kyle Gibson was the winning pitcher this weekend to break that record. So yeah,
No relation there, folks.
Yeah, no relation, but it's just a really interesting stat. I'm shocked they go ahead and break that record, but one of the biggest things was on Sunday. Those Cardinals looked pretty good. 21 hits, a lot of them coming from Jordan Walker, getting everyday at bats, finally getting called up after the Tommy Pham getting placed on waivers. He goes 5 for 5 in the game, 3 RBIs. He gets his first home run of the season. You got to love that. You got to love something from a guy that's finally getting those everyday at bats. It sucks that it's happening in September, but you're finally
when the team's
seeing
out
that.
of it.
Right. Yeah, and him sitting down in Memphis for a really long time, and it's the second year in the row that they've done that with him. He started the season up in St. Louis, sent him back to Memphis to readjust, and then bring him back up, and he starts doing well again. There's that questions me on player development with the Cardinal system, and I know I'm not the only one. So we'll see how that works out for Jordan Walker in the rest of the year. Some people have noticed this, and I'm not one of them, but I think it'd be interesting to pay attention to this offseason that he may be on the move. So pay attention to that one.
It's almost like Jordan Walker's a top prospect in baseball, and they should have been playing him the whole time. Wild.
Go figure.
Yeah. I don't necessarily think this is anything super urgent for the Yankees. They are half a game up in the East. Even if they don't win this, they are solidly going to be the first wild card spot. The Orioles right behind them are 4 games up on everybody else in the wild card race. So I don't think this has a lot of. I think this is just any given Sunday, right? Any team can beat anybody else in a 3-game series if everything breaks right for them. So I'm not too concerned about the long-term ramifications of this. Found it interesting. Found that stat just wild, right? It took a Gibson for them to win our series on the road for the first time since the World Series.